today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys versus Gardner Minshew and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D. As their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely... off a pretty decent gain.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. That's returnable now for Smith. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Sanders again, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Zach Pascal. from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Rush. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Rush to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Rush. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
and 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Nifty move. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again to Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
To throw again on second down. Rush. That's Gallup on the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rush. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games. And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Goes across the 20 to the 20. Even with a 2nd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Rush. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Quick slant to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Second and 5 now. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rush. That's caught. It's James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defense.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 2.
Now Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on third down. Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. As he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Smith to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rush got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. throwing on first down. Rush. Throw right side. Taken in by Gallup. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. A giant hole up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connect.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Rush. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Rush able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rush. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
132 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's caught by Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Scott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drop. Because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Going to take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more back.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Cowboys have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
To throw is Rush.